Good morning, I'm Meteorologist Dee Cortez. Outside, that sun is coming up right now. So if you were thinking that you should stay indoors, you should definitely get out. 74 degrees right now, a 40% chance of rain. So the moral of the story is make sure you stick that umbrella into their backpack as you're sending them off to school. 4:30 today, we're going to really start to see that rain moving into southern Arizona, just on the outer bands on the east side and the south side. But look at this, Wilcox is really going to get socked. So if you're going to be driving on I-10 that way, keep in mind that you could be running into issues with rain.
It was beautiful last night too. I actually was gazing at it as I was driving into work, but you should definitely get up and go take a look outside. Right now it's not too bad either, and that's why we're really cooling off during the overnight. That's going to be because we have a lot of radiational cooling. That just means it cools down quite a bit at night, and it's going to be staying like this all the way through into Tuesday, which is going to keep us under those freeze warnings over the next few days.
Most admired woman here in Tucson this morning for telling us that there is a possibility of snow.
I love that.
In like Midtown, in Tucson.
Yeah, and not snow that's going to stick. You're not going to be able to build frosty or anything.
That's
I'm talking
fine.
about just a couple flakes.
That's
that could be
fine.
coming down.
Looks like all those people from Colorado bringing a taste of their weather here to Tucson today.
Yeah, they probably want to run around outside and enjoy the heat while we're freezing.
I'm not sure if she's going to take off that beard anytime soon, but it's her look.
I would highly recommend getting laser hair removal. It worked for me. Not that I had a beard. I'm just saying. Now we're going to have a nice little wide spread of rain by this evening is whenever it should be starting. Around 8:30 is when we can expect to see that. I actually wore my Batman pants into work, so it wasn't too bad. I highly recommend that everybody wears the pajama pants into work and then just take them off later.
A lot of good movies. No, you're not going to see that?
No
Okay.
paranormal activity for me.
Let's talk weather then, okay?
Okay, I will take the 80-degree.
Good morning and welcome back. Take a look at this video from our neighbors to the east. Those are snowplows, and yes, they're clearing out tumbleweeds in New Mexico. They're actually doing it because it's been just so windy there lately that the tumbleweeds have broken loose and are making road conditions dangerous for drivers. So it's not quite as bad here, and we've seen the wind clear up just a bit, but look at that. It's one of those ironic scenes that you really don't see very often. Snowplows clearing out tumbleweeds. Look at how much they are. They're like piles and piles of tumbleweeds. It's been really dry, and then we had all of that wind. The wind that was affecting us on Tuesday that was gusting up to 45 miles per hour, that's the wind that did that to them as well with the tumbleweed. So just something interesting. Our travel forecast right now looking pretty good. If you remember yesterday, we had, by the way, over 1,300 flights canceled out of Denver International Airport throughout the nation yesterday. It was insane, completely snowed in. But you can see our travel forecast is looking really good. We don't have any colors showing on the little planes, which would mean that there were delays or cancellations. We still have a freeze warning in effect in this area, which includes Nogales and east of Tucson. Freeze warning is going to be ongoing until 8 a.m. It was a little bit chilly. When I was walking out to my car this morning, I'd wish I'd grabbed a jacket, but then I was too lazy to run back, so I just ran to the car and turned on the heater. So a little bit chilly out there. Now, as far as where we're supposed to be, our high for this time of year is generally at 76. Now we're above. If you remember, just yesterday, we were below average. We had 71, and the average still being 75. So we were below average yesterday. We're above average today, just a few degrees, but we've had a big 20-degree fluctuation over the last few days. Record high today is 93 back in 1896. So we're way below that, and I am thankful. It is currently 42 outside with a dew point of 6, so it's really dry out there. So if you're going out, if you're going to be walking outside, I noticed that I had a little bit of an itchy eye thing. Sierra Vista 70, Mount Lemmon 50, and Oro Valley 76 today, and Green Valley 77 for your high. And over the next 7 days, this is what we're going to see happening. It's going to be a slight increasing trend every single day before we take a big dip. So tomorrow for Good Friday, 81, Saturday, 82, Easter Sunday, 83, and then Monday it'll be 84, and then we go back down into the mid and lower 70s by the beginning of next week.
Traveling out of TIA right now, pretty good. Everything is green. If we had any delays, you'd see orange saying that you had delays, but that's just not the case. Areas that you're going to want to watch today, though, the Midwest area, the East Coast, as well as San Francisco, which, by the way, 15 days straight rain. And it looks like they're going to be having even more rain as this system just is kind of sitting here off of the West Coast spinning. Now you can see we've got all of this moisture making its way off the coast of California, also affecting Portland today. And this is what's happening. We've got this high pressure system that's just kind of parked it right here. So it's blocking the system from making its way into the United States. It's just kind of sitting off the coast, causing all sorts of rain. I'm talking lots of it. Now, here's the thing with this high pressure system, because it's going to be blocking, that's allowing all the warmer air to come up for us. And that's going to be affecting our temperatures. In fact, our high today, 75, is way above normal. Generally, we're sitting at 66 for this time of year, but because of that high pressure system, we get to bask in the sun today. Today going to be 42 as you're walking out the door. Oracle 41, Nogales at 30 degrees. Heading out the door as of right now. Now, over the next 7 days, what you can expect is a big shift. Well, today is 75. Make sure you get out and enjoy it, because you can see here, we're going to start to see the temperatures dip just a bit. By Wednesday, 69. Then by Thursday, 70. Friday, we're going to rebound just a bit for 74, and Saturday 72. But then on Sunday, as a new system starts to make its way towards us, 66 is what we're going to be seeing. So get outside and enjoy the sun. Big area of storms happening right in through here. Dallas, Fort Worth already seeing delays. You can see right here this color, 30 to 60 minute delay. So if you're planning to travel, make sure that you call ahead, especially through this area. Now this is going to be an ongoing issue over the entire weekend. And let me show you what's going to be impacted. You see this little dot right here? That is Hurricane Patricia. She's a Cat 5 hurricane, the strongest to ever form in the Pacific or the Atlantic. This is really going to be a significant impact. 200-mile-per-hour winds is what we're seeing, with a measured pressure of 880 millibars. Just to give you an idea of what that means, Hurricane Wilma, which struck 10 years ago tomorrow. Yes, I know, very close, 10 years apart. 882 millibar pressure is what we saw. This is what our models are saying they're going to go. They call this a cone of uncertainty. This is where they kind of put everything through and decide where it's going to be happening. So everyone's kind of agreeing that Houston is going to be where this is going to initially push a lot of moisture, and already seeing a low pressure system through that area that's really pumping in moisture. So flooding is going to be a big issue for them. You see all this? This is dry air, and as you can see, it's kind of making its way to us. Not going to be impacting us. However, we are going to be seeing our next door neighbors here with Texas. Look at this. It's going to be pushing all this moisture into this area as Patricia impacts today. So flooding is going to be a big issue. If you have friends there, tell them to make sure that they are watching what the National Weather Service is saying because of that. Today's high 73 in Sierra Vista, Mount Lemmon 51, Oro Valley going to be 79 for a high today. Want to plan out your day for tomorrow? Maybe doing some cycling, going to the U of A game. This is what it'll be looking like by 12 noon, 83, and by 4 o'clock going to be 85 degrees. And over the next 7 days, going to really start to see those temperatures get a little bit closer to normal. For tomorrow, 86 for the big homecoming game. And then going into next week, going to continue to enjoy those mid 80s. Definitely good news. A little bit of a break from the rain for us right here at home.